After 10 years, Eric Sogard and Pat Murphy are finally reunited on the ball field. Murphy coached Sogard at Arizona State from 2005 to 2007, and Murphy says the two share a special bond.
To watch Sogi come in the way he did, and I remember talking to his mom. She said, "Coach, I hope one day he's good enough to play for the Czechoslovakian national team." And that was a real goal, and he's surpassed that and then some.
He taught me a lot throughout the game, and just his relentless attitude each day. He came to work, always wanting to improve and get better, and I think that's something that's rubbed off on me throughout my career, and just never being satisfied, always wanting more.
Sogard's big break at ASU came at the hands of some soda pop. Murphy was a huge soda drinker, so when Sogard recovered some soda for him, it earned him an at-bat in a huge game. It was the 2005 Super Regional, and Sogard had to find Murphy a Diet Dr. Pepper. Succeed, and he'd get to hit.
Sure enough, he went outside the stadium, went to a store and found the Diet Dr. Pepper, brought it back in right before the game started. Almost didn't get back in the stadium. Gives me a diet soda. So I drink it down. I'm like, "So that's awesome." Well, I had no intention of really giving him an at-bat unless it came up.
To Murphy's surprise, the situation did come up. With bases loaded, Sogard was put in to pinch hit. His 2-run double was the key hit that sent the team to Omaha for the College World Series.
Let's go.
The game of baseball sees a lot of turnover among its staff, but Ed Cedar has defied the odds. The Brewers' third base coach is in the midst of his 26th season with Milwaukee.
It's kind of cool because you've been able to watch, different aspects of the organization. We've gone through the first wave of stars, and it's kind of exciting to be here for the next wave of stars.
Cedar mentioned that in the game of baseball, players experience much more failure than success. For a team as young as the Brewers, it's beneficial to have a guy like Cedar around because he does a great job at keeping the clubhouse light.
Ed Cedar's personality is one of a kind. He's a guy that you won't really see anywhere else besides wherever he is. He's high energy, he's hilarious, man. He keeps everyone relaxed and loose. And you need a guy like that in a clubhouse.
Probably humor keeps me around maybe a little bit, but just upbeat. I mean, all the guys that have played for me, they always bring that up to me. No matter what was going on, I always seem to be upbeat.
Cedar's personality isn't the only thing that keeps him around. His knowledge of the game and the Brewers organization is key in his players' development.
Andrew James.
Alan.
Alejandro Jose. Oh, I don't know. I think it's Alexander. Alexander something. I don't know. Something like that.
Did he tell you, or is this a secret? Alan Jr.?
AJ stands for Alan Jr.
I know. That was pretty close. I know what's A with L.
Oh, that's a good one. No, I don't.
Basketball. In high school, I think he played a little bit of, let me guess, basketball?
Played soccer and I played basketball.
Australia?
No idea, too. She's from, no, hold on. United States.
Connecticut? Yeah, I believe she was born in Australia and grew up in England.
My wife is from Australia.
None well, but he says guitar.
Guitar.
Guitar?
Oh, yeah, guitar.
Guitar?
Where'd he go? Michigan?
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame.
Notre Dame?
Business?
I don't know. No idea.
I majored in sociology and computer applications.
Hold on, let me see. Sandwich.
I have no idea.
I would have to say Italian?
I have no idea.
Seafood.
On Commissioner Bud Selig's watch, baseball flourished in Arizona. In 1995, Jerry Colangelo and a group of investors were awarded the Diamondbacks franchise.
I was convinced that Arizona was going to be really good, and it was. It really was. He had to get a new ballpark built, and That was challenging, really challenging. And they had a lot of things to do, but then stunningly, in '01, they won the pennant and played in one of the most dramatic World Series played.
Winning the 7th game of the World Series in 2001 in front of our crowd, 50,000 people in the building, a lot of glitter, a lot of lights, everyone taking photos. That was a huge, huge night.
Since Seelig took over as acting commissioner in 1995, the Cactus League expanded from 8 teams to 15 by 2010.
There was a lot of tough history early, and you wouldn't have bet on it in the 70s. There were 5 or 6 teams here struggling. There was a grave concern that this Arizona spring training may come to an end.
Welcome everyone. It is a beautiful Wednesday morning here at Maryvale, Arizona, and I'm here with Brett Phillips, and we're gonna do a little spelling bee. Let's see how good he is.
Wait, Jabba, can I just say I was 4th grade spelling bee finalist, so I'm probably gonna knock all these words out regardless.
Well, we're gonna start off with one. We're gonna see how good of a teammate you are.
All right.
Neuenhuis.
Neuenhuis. N-E-U.
Can I stop you now? Because you already got it wrong.
N-U-I-E. Stop. Next word, please.
Okay, jeez. All right, balk. We'll give you a little easier one.
B-A-L-K. Balk.
You can sit still, it's okay, bud. Okay. Narcolepsy.
Narcolepsy. N-A-R-C-O-L-E-P-S-E. Narcolepsy.
No, try it one more time.
N-A-R-C-O-L-E-P-S-E.
Why? Oh, he lost it, folks. Oh, no. That's one. We're gonna get another one. We're gonna get another one.
Conscientious.
Conscientious.
Excuse me, try to say it again.
Conscientious.
Close enough.
C-O-N-C-I-S-O-U-S. Conscientious.
What? There's no chance you went to the semifinals of your 4th grade spelling bee.
I spelled conscious.
2 for 2. I knew we were gonna get another one.
All right, I'm a little rusty. I'll give you that.
Okay, this is the big one. We're gonna have to end on this one because there's a lot riding on this word.
Right.
Do you remember the word you misspelled in 4th grade?
Yes, miscellaneous.
Okay.
Here we go. For the win, right?
Well, for something.
M-I-S-C-E-L-L-A-N-E-O-U-S. Yeah! Miscellaneous. The spelling bee really exposed how long I've been out of school. You know, I might, after that, start taking a little online classes here and there. I might have to take the spelling bee finalists out of my Twitter bio now. That's just how bad I did. The 4th grade me would definitely let me know that I'm not that good.
When fans come out to Salt River Fields during spring training, they don't get to see the guys behind each day's preparation.
This is our template. This is what we use to set up the fields.
It's guys like Lupe and Sean who get out here early to make sure everything is prepared for the team.
The thing we need, we don't have to keep going back and forth. And then when we go pick up, we pick up all this stuff. Accountability.
The best thing about this job for these two is the unique camaraderie, as well as the ability to stay involved with the game that they love.
The camaraderie, just being around the guys with each other, co-workers, we're like a family. We really truly are, because for 8 months we're together in it forever. So I think that's the biggest thing for me.
For me, I'm still a baseball fan. I wanted to play in the big leagues, and this is kind of my way of still hanging around.
We're at the Warner Gable branch of the Boys and Girls Club today, and we'll give away over 100 brand new bicycles. What's so special about today is many of these kids have never had a new bike, and they probably haven't even ridden a bike before.
If you look around, there's 119 bikes. What that means to us is that there's 119 kids who might not have had a bike, who now have an opportunity to go ride with their friends and experience the outdoors rather than just being inside and stagnant.
Getting to get a brand new bicycle of their own, along with a helmet and great safety instructions from Phoenix Police and Phoenix Fire, is what the D-backs are all about.
Some of the biggest tips is to wear a helmet whenever you ride a bike, a helmet that fits you, a bike that fits you, and make sure that your bike's always in good working condition, and then obey the rules of the road.
Every day for me, going to the park, anytime I can say hey to kids or do anything to get them to smile and be happy, I mean, that's what it's all about. She came out the door and she like brightened up brighter than the sun outside. I mean, she never had a bike before and she's out there cruising on her own set of wheels. It's awesome.
This Friday, for the first time in college football history, Arizona State is facing UTSA. The bad news for the Roadrunners, their rush defense has been struggling. And with the two-headed monster of Kalen Ballage and Demario Richard, UTSA is going to have their hands full. Last week, UTSA allowed 220 yards on the ground to Colorado State. The Sun Devil defense will have to watch out for running backs Jarvion Williams and Jalen Rhodes, as well as wide receiver Kerry Thomas.
I mean, they're very talented guys. Their running backs are both very talented. They are definitely a Division I program in talent. And being the state of Texas, you know, there's the population of Dallas and San Antonio and especially Houston.
Becoming a lifeguard it's a lot of time and commitment that is put into it. Training, the original training class is 20 to 25 hours depending on the agency. Our staff does a 25-hour class, and then we do another 25 hours before the season ever starts of training. And then each week they attend at least a 2-hour in-service training where they continue to practice their skills.
It's really rewarding, especially because when we have some lessons with the kids and then we see them come to the pool and practicing the things that we teach them, and like showing other kids who aren't in swim lessons how to do those things, it keeps the whole pool safer, and they get more engaged with it. So it's fun, and it's nice to see everyone being safe on the water for sure.
We have over 200 rescues, close to 300 rescues every summer in our 8-week season. So we have a lot of rescues that go on.
Most of the time, like when I did a rescue, at first I thought it was a drill, so I was like, okay, this is just a drill, and then, you know, it's really not a drill. But as long as you know your skills, it's kind of just like muscle memory.